Hello everybody, it's been a year, but Northwind is finally back to receiving regular content updates. So today, I'm going to discuss a lot of the new features, and, well, what the hell they are. I won't be going over islands, because I just haven't been able to explore them all yet. That said, we've still got a lot to cover. So first off, there's no longer a Ducat item rotation. All Ducat items are now buyable. The only items that rotate in and out are the holiday items, which is great. It makes this stuff much more accessible, especially to new players who never had the chance before. To counterbalance this change, you now get slightly less ducats when you make the larger purchases. This ain't great, but what can you do if it has to pay for university somehow? Also, there are now island looting levels. On Bayerville, you can't be looted at all. On Cantor Main, you can be looted just like pre-update, so that's weapons, bands, food, and loose ammo. On Rupert, Ellesmere, and Stonemore, all of that's lootable, in addition to pounds and materials. So for example, if you're killed while hunting, people can take pelts out of your inventory on those islands. Next up, there's been some crafting changes. All items now take time to craft, but more importantly, high-tier craftable weapons now require both cosmetic resources and actual resources. So you need this set of materials to craft the gun, but once you've done that, you can use whatever materials you like for the gun's outward appearance. Also, the building profession was entirely removed. Instead, you can just make anything, which is convenient because trees drop more logs, and logs now make more planks. Speaking of building, there are now buildable safes. You can only put one in your house, but it has 200 inventory space, and you can't lockpick into it. Also, there are new alloys, and you can find the recipes in the smelting stations. The most important alloy is steel, which requires iron ore and coal ore to craft. Also, capturing flags actually means something now. When your faction captures a flag, after a certain period of time you can interact with the flag and you'll get a treasure notification. If you retrieve this treasure chest, you'll get whatever was in the treasure chest, and some XP that ranks you up in the flag tiers. The higher this tier level gets, the more props you can put in your fort. In addition to this, headshot deaths are now permanent. If you're low on health and you're killed by a headshot, your head explodes and you can't be revived at all. You have to respawn at a bed or at the island's respawn point. It's also possible to one-tap someone to the head if you've got a weapon that does over 100 headshot damage. Maybe, I guess, if you're close enough, a blunder? If you can hit like 3 of the 5 pellets? I don't know. I've not tried that. Also, there are now craftable throwing knives unlockable at Expert Smithing, if I remember correctly. You can use them independently, or you can craft a bandolier for them once you're at Expert Leatherworking. And you can actually load knives into it just like you would a munition pouch. When you throw one knife from the bandolier, it feeds another into your hand. So, the trade-off is, you lose inventory space when you replace the large bando with the knife bando, but you're much more effective in combat. Lastly, there's now farming and food spoilage. I talk about them, but at the moment, both appear to be broken. My food won't spoil, and I can't seem to farm. I'll probably make a farming guide once that mechanic is up and running, but until then, well, you can expect more from me, and you can certainly expect more from Northwind. I doubt we're going to get a year-long hiatus ever again. Oh, and before I go, if you happen to run into a developer named Terrible, that's Terabyl, be sure to thank him for his work on the update. Although every developer contributed loads, don't get me wrong, he was the driving force behind this. So, thanks for watching.